concept is silly, ridiculous, it's a waste of time. They didn't want. That's why they were so successful. That's why they got away.
I'm surprised they didn't go bigger, but they're funny.
Made a living in very dangerous.
This is really an integrated blue society.
Dianne Andrews in black and white.
Welcome to Dianne Andrews in Black and White, and I'm your host, Dianne Andrews. Thanks for joining us in one of our 3 million homes, and whether you're watching us on social media, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Rumble or somewhere on television between Mississippi and Louisiana, we appreciate it and we love your viewership. So thank you for that. Today, I'm going to be doing something, everybody. I'm not doing another COVID show. If you kept up with Dianne Andrews in black and white, the first COVID show I did showed you a crown. I wore a crown because the coronavirus, corona is shaped like a crown under the microscope. Even a cold is a coronavirus, I explained to people. So that's why I had a crown on that day. But today, I'm queen for the day. That's why I have this on. No, I'm doing a show on some of the good, the bad, and just some facts on what goes on in some beauty pageants. There was a young lady back in September who entered the beauty pageant in DeRidder, Louisiana, Bull Fair beauty pageant there, who is from Lake Charles. She's 14 years old. And there are some interesting things that happened to her by 2 of the judges because she had natural hair. And they said, one said out of the 3 judges, she should have finished hair, which means, I guess, finish straightening your natural hair. And Roland Martin, Unfiltered, picked up the story, and they went on that. And one of the other judges, who happened to be a black lady, chimed in on YouTube and wrote what she thought about finished hair, and she agreed with what the other white judges said. So maybe it's not a black-white thing. Maybe it's a beauty pageant thing, because the lady who actually chimed in on YouTube, the black lady, is the president of the Louisiana Association for Beauty Pageant Judges. So come on back and let's hear this story from her mother and her father's here. Tyrone, we're going to have 3 T's in this, and their last name is Cockburn. But one thing you should know about beauty pageants, I looked up the word pageant. I said, what does a pageant really mean? It means that you have a succession of people parading around in costumes. And then I guess you add beauty to that. In 1921 in Atlantic City, they had a first beauty pageant contest. It was called Golden Mermaid. And the reason hotels and businesses and newspapers got together because they wanted to advertise and to get advertising dollars for people to come into Atlantic City. And as you know, for years and years, the Miss America pageant has been held in Atlantic City. I think it just went back this year. So in doing that, they had 1,500 people, this in the 1920s, who applied to come to Atlantic City and be in Golden Mermaid, to be crowned as the Golden Mermaid of Atlantic City. So I guess it says something about women, and we were talking before the show started, women, and I guess everyone likes to win something, and women always want to be thought of as beautiful, charming, and smart. So come on back to Dianne Andrews in black and white. Let's talk to this courageous young lady, Taliyah, beautiful young lady at 14 years old. Welcome back to Dianne Andrews in black and white, and you see us with the Cockburn family. Did I pronounce it right? And all 4. There's one little pretty girl sitting over in the audience, another one of their children. We have Tyrone, we have Taliyah, and we have Tiara. She should be the one in contest with a name like that, right? The Tiara, who is the mother. I'm going to start with you, Taliyah. Tell me, I'm going to start from the end. Tell me, how did you feel after the contest and your mother saw what the judge had written about the finished hair?
After my mom read the paper, I was like, what? Like, I was so shocked. And it took a minute for me to realize that it is active discrimination. So it kind of shook my confidence, and I had to go and readjust myself and let myself know that I am beautiful with my natural hair. But it was just overall really shocking.
But when you all found out also, when Stacy Simeon, the black lady, the assistant principal, pretty much agreed with the other judge, what did you think then? Is it really a black-white issue? What do you think?
Honestly, I think it's just an issue in pageantry, especially in Southern pageantry. You can't compete with natural hair, and I knew that I might get some type of looks, but I didn't know that it would be those kind of negative comments like that. But I think it's just the issue that needs to be addressed.
You're completely correct. Hair should be hair. When Miss Simeon made the comment on Roland Martin, the YouTube, but then later she came back and made a different comment. The first comment on YouTube was she agreed with what the judge had said about it needs to be finished hair. And again, she is an official, the director of judges for the state of Louisiana. But then when she came back, she was more lenient with this straightened hair and more catering maybe to your side. What did you think of that, Tiara? Let me let Tyrone speak.
No,
Hold on, let me let Tyrone speak.
I figured that she figured that when she was on the YouTube and write that comment that we wasn't gonna see that.
Right.
So she was hiding behind that and think nobody gonna pick that up. But so now after she figured out that we pick it up, she come and clean it up.
Right.
Well, did Roland Martin call her? Did she, or how did she get that second comment onto his show?
What happened with that, I have a Facebook friend. Her sister is one of the producers on the Roland Martin show.
Oh, okay.
So when, she made that comment under that video, they, of course, reached back out to her. She did not phone in or anything like that. She just literally sent.
Because I tried to find a phone number for the Louisiana Judges Association yesterday to call her just to see. But I couldn't. I knew Facebook, she's not going to answer. Well, she's hip to that now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't going to call the school, so, yeah. What did you think, being a mama bear, of what they had done to your daughter? Do you think that she should have won?
Well, of course, when we do these pageants, these pageants, we're hoping, that she wins. But overall, it's just about the experience that she has, the memories, that she has. She's competed statewide, nationally with this same hair.
Really?
Recently? Recently. Even Hollywood, California.
Yeah.
Which
would be more attuned to this.
Right.
Like you said, your husband said, this is, more of a Southern, and she said it.
Right.
Maybe a Southern.
Right. And, she's never had this type of comment. So when I seen it, we were,
Do you always ask for the comments after the comment sheet?
We don't.
So you don't know what was said before.
Exactly.
What made you ask this time?
Well, we were curious, as to why she didn't place, why she didn't get anything. We thought maybe she walked too
placed
fast.
last year?
She placed last year.
Second?
Second, same pageant. We
Same
thought
judges?
Same.
Different judges.
No, it was
the same judges?
Yeah, it was the same.
Same. Miss Simeon was there then.
Okay. Yeah,
In her same seat too.
Really?
seat? Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
wow.
Yeah, we were just curious as to why she didn't get anything. Maybe it was walking too fast, something like that. But when we seen the comment finish hair, we were floored.
And then Miss Simeon puts on there about black and white. I guess she wanted to make sure they were all the people are the same. They both are wearing extensions. We know black people wear them. We know white people wear them.
Right.
We wear wigs. We wear pieces. Everybody. It's
yeah.
not just
yes.
people. I think people think that a lot of wigs are only used by black people.
Right.
But used by everybody.
Especially extensions.
Yes.
What's her name? Jessica Simpson has a line of
does.
extensions for white clip-in extensions.
Clip-in.
Yeah,
I think I
for
saw
white
that.
women. So,
Yes.
what's her name? A lot of people have alopecia.
Yeah.
People don't know this. Kim Kardashian has alopecia. Whitney Houston had alopecia. You never saw anything but a wig on Whitney Houston. And Kim, if you look at it, look at Jennifer. She doesn't have alopecia, but Jennifer Lopez. You'll see one day the hair is black and here, and the next day it may be blonde and here, and the next day.
Absolutely.
And I don't think people even think about it, but those are different
Extension.
hairstyles based on hair that you bought. We all use different hairstyles.
Right.
Unless some people just want one style and that's it. Never been me. I want it all the
You
time.
want it all, yes.
I like to do it all the way different.
Yes.
That's just me. But it should be a personal choice as to what you want, you know. And a lot of people, again, like with the alopecia, you have a medical problem. What's her name? Smith. Yeah. How can we forget that, right?
Jada.
Chris Rock.
Absolutely.
She has
Yes.
alopecia. That's why she's keeping her hair bald now. Whitney Houston, same thing. In fact, if you go back to her first album cover, you'll see a little bitty afro, very skimpy. And ever since then, she couldn't wear her hair. Because there's no cure, I don't think, for alopecia.
No, it's
I
not.
said I was going to do a show
No,
on
it's
that.
not.
But they think, like, some are caused by, you know, when you wear so many pieces. It's gonna and those heavy braids a lot of black women wear, it pulls their
That's
hair
true.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll pull, especially around here, and you get that temple alopecia.
Right.
Yeah.
You gave a very mature answer to my first question to you, and I can tell she's a very mature young lady just from the way she carries herself and the way that am I correct? She's
Yes,
pretty
ma'am.
much
She
mature,
is.
very for her
Thank you.
age. I can tell.
Thank you.
Yes.
She has a look about her that,
Thank you.
and you said you had to regroup yourself, and you know sometimes it's good to get knocked down, but you want to know why, and you pick yourself back up. I write, as you see these quotes around here, and one of my sayings is failures are your successes reversed in the mirror, and what that means when you look in the mirror, you're still that same little girl.
Yep.
We're still these same women. You're still that same man who lost whatever you think you lost, but take something and learn from it. And that's what you did. So the next time, because you're going to get knocked down again, we all do.
Right.
It happens.
Right.
And when you get knocked down again, you'll be better prepared for it, and
Sorry,
you'll know
again.
who
Yeah.
you are. And so maybe in a way you didn't win, but even with straight hair, you just don't know if you would have or not. Yeah, you'll be, you know, I'm not wishing it for you, but it's just the way life
Just like,
deals the cards.
but at the same time, I just like, she get knocked down this time, and I like, your mom and your dad right here. You're
Right.
beautiful. We do pageant. We go have fun. You'll win or you lose.
Right.
Draw or lose. We
You're
good.
not like Joan Benet Ramsey,
No.
right? You're not that kind of mother, are you?
It is what it is. Win or lose.
Right. You're still
We
my
come
daughter.
home and we're like, okay, we're gonna fix this, and next year we're gonna go back strong.
And that's the key of what you were doing is getting what went wrong that I can make myself better.
Better.
Yeah,
That's
but
what it
you're
is.
not a crazy pageant mama. It's you who wants to do the pageant because you told me you didn't do pageants.
I didn't do pageants.
Yeah, I think Joan Benet Ramsey, her mother had done pageants.
Right.
They were just
right.
kind
It
of
was
pageant crazy.
Like she had no choice.
Yeah. The little girl got tired of looking like a grown woman.
I
at
know.
6,
Bless
7,
her
8.
Lord.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
So, but you like pageants. What made? Did you go ask your mother the first pageant you were in, Mommy, I want to be in a pageant? Beauty pageant?
Actually, I was nominated to be in the pageant, and then after I won regionally, I got to go to nationals, and I just fell in love with pageants.
Yeah, I have a niece who's like that. Just love pageants.
wow.
After the first one, you just love them
And
from
then
then
she
on.
ju-
It's fun.
she
You
dropped
have
her-
the right attitude about
She
it.
dragged her sister into it when she finished.
And her
'cause
sister won, right?
Yeah.
She did. Yes.
She did her very
2019.
first year, her very first pageant ever. She won the Bow Fair, and I was just
she was a
so-
2-year.
Which is the same one you were.
Same one.
But what age group was she in? Do they have different age groups? I'm sure.
Yes,
Categories.
they do. She was in the 5 to 6 category.
Come up here a second.
Or
You're not going to
6,
talk, but I just wanted to see how pretty you are too. Come here, Mama.
And because of like COVID, she reigned for 2 years.
Oh, good. So you've been a queen for 2 years. Yes, yeah, great. I just wanted them to see this is a younger sister who won the Bow Fair before in her age category. Thank you. You see, we are all the women who did the right thing and have the October ribbon on. This is we're filming in October, and we have breast cancer.
Oh, because my wife's mom did have breast cancer a couple
My
of years
mom's
ago.
a survivor.
Is she so great? She's doing well.
She
Has it been
is.
over 5 years.
3 in January.
Let's hope she keeps on with the
Yes.
progression.
Yes.
So, would you? Is your little sister hooked too? The one that just is she hooked on pageants?
I think she is.
And it's
Yeah,
expensive
she
too,
really
isn't it? Isn't it expensive to do pageants?
Yes.
It is expensive.
Yeah, all those gowns and everything.
Every dress is over $600 and $700, $800.
And you can't wear the same. Can you wear? Well, I guess you couldn't wear the same one to the same pageant.
No.
But you can wear it to other pageants, right?
Other
Other
pageant,
pageants,
yeah.
not the same
Not the
judges.
same- yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If you had it to do all over again, would you keep your hair this way or would you straighten it?
I would keep it natural.
Are you going to keep it? Is that your goal? Your plan to keep your natural hair a long time or forever?
Yes, ma'am.
Or right now, you
For-
like the natural?
For as long as I want to keep it natural
Right.
in its natural state. I've already had perms when I was younger, so like I told my dad, I was like, let's cut it off. And he was
Yeah.
like, you want to cut it?
Yeah.
So it's just been a really, really fun journey just growing out my
Do
hair.
you have a little friend of the opposite sex? I just wonder what black boys are saying about that. Do they say anything different to you?
They actually love my hair. They complimented like, oh, who does your hair? I'm like, I do my own hair.
Right.
And then they're just like, well, you need to come do mine. They literally
Now,
love
you
my
have
afro.
little twists. It's not just an afro, right? As I look at it. It's what do you call that
She
style?
do afro, she do twist.
I
Because
had
some
my
have
hair
twists, I think.
I had my hair in twist and I just took it out. So it's called a twist out, and that's what I did.
My cameraman had that, don't you? Is that what you have done?
He got
dreads.
dreads.
So
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I just style my hair however I feel the day.
Right. Whatever you want. If you wake up morning straight.
Yeah, she
you
take a
straighten
long
it.
time in the bathroom with her hair too.
She does what?
Take a
I
long.
take forever.
Take forever.
Yeah, it's like-
just the hair, not
Yeah,
makeup.
just
the
the hair.
Just hair. I like it's time to go to school and she's still in there working on her hair.
Yeah, so you really like this style because it takes more time than straight hair.
Yeah.
Right. This takes.
It really does.
Yeah, that's got to take
It
more
does,
time.
yeah.
She don't have to wrap it. She just put on and just go to bed. And just, yeah.
Put on your
So-
bonnet and go to bed. So you would suggest? To you, does it signify anything about being black, or to you?
I think it does have a little to do with I'm black because I was the only black girl in the pageant.
Right.
Even when I
It was just
backstage,
6 of you, all right?
Right.
even when I was backstage, I was getting looks from little white girls, and like it was, you could just tell that you could literally feel them looking at you. Like I was running around doing different stuff, and they were just side eyeing
Well,
me.
you know what you ought to tell them next time. How many of those blondes are really blonde? Yeah.
That's right.
So I mean, everybody doing something.
That's
That
right.
they
That's
prefer
right.
to do. You know, you got the extensions again. You got the coloring. So is that really natural?
Right.
You know. So
I guess my wife natural, her natural, my other daughter natural. So everybody natural, her natural hair.
everybody likes.
Yeah, we're all natural, just different textures.
Yeah,
Different textures
yeah.
of hair.
She have natural hair. Tamaya have natural hair.
Right.
But just I mean her hair is a bit.
Her hair is longer
yeah,
since you
right.
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So it just works for what you all want
Yeah.
to do.
Right.
And are a lot of families in Lake Charles like that?
They really are. You know, sitting here thinking about it, they really are. It's a lot of, you know, natural community love. You know?
Do you think it's natural hair is getting back more popular? Remember, it was popular maybe 20 years ago,
was, yes,
and the big
yes.
afros, and even back Jimi Hendrix Day. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, but it was
Yes.
popular. So do you think it's coming back, y'all?
I think I see a lot of people
Yeah.
with natural hair.
I think
I like
so.
a lot.
I think so. Like,
Especially a lot of young people have natural hair.
Yeah, a lot.
Little,
Yeah.
little young girls, like
Yeah, young
Taliyah
boys
age.
too.
Yeah,
And the
my boy.
dreads
Yeah,
and the
yes.
the knots. Is it called? I'm not trying to be stupid, but tell me again what it's called.
Twist out.
Twist out.
And
But-
coils.
and coils. So you don't have to do anything. It's the way you lock the hair when you do it, right? You don't put it in coils, you know, when you want
Like-
curly fro, the
no.
spirals, and the coils.
Right.
You used to the way your hair. So in a way it's easy, but in a way it takes a lot more time.
It does.
Any little girls, black girls, say anything to you?
They really just, oh, you look like a princess.
Your
I
friends?
had-
Or were these your friends? Good.
Yeah, but I had a lot of people's sister, like at the pageant itself, it kind of shocked me because like little white girls is coming up to me, oh, you look like a princess, a really pretty princess. And even kids at school, like their hair is natural. Like they don't put in relaxers. I couldn't even tell you like 2 kids that go to my school that have relaxers.
Many people is used to using relaxers. I never did.
a lot of
use a
people just
relaxer.
like cut out the relaxers now.
Yeah, I was always afraid because chemicals are in it. If it's right there next to your brain, y'all. I don't know, but I can't tell anybody that I know that's been using perms. They don't act any different, so maybe it's not
Right.
enough to do any harm.
Any harm,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. But so will you go back in other pageants?
I will. I will do pageants.
Will you do this one again?
No, I won't. I've competed in it before.
Especially the way the director talked to you. Tell
Right,
the
the
audience
director,
what the director
yes.
said to you. This Nicole Chad.
Yes. We, we got that score sheet. I messaged her, immediately on Facebook. She told us to come.
Let me just add, did the lady, the judge, did she give you any resistance when you asked to see it?
You know what? We weren't allowed to speak to the judges.
We didn't allow to speak to
How
the
did you
judge.
see the scorecards?
We went and got them. There was just a volunteer there
Giving out the
passing out the scorecards.
So
from
to
the
everybody
contestants.
Yeah.
to
To
see them?
everybody.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Uh-huh.
right. So we seen that. I messaged the director. She said that we could come back, and my husband spoke with her, and she said that her decision was final. They were
she
looking
did.
for
Was
smooth.
this on the phone or in person?
No,
in person.
In person.
Was she like mad when
Yeah.
she was saying
Oh,
it? Was
she
she
was
rude?
upset.
Well, the thing is,
Yes.
You were with him? You too
Yeah.
spoke to her.
My thing was like, when I saw the score sheet, I was like, okay, let's find out where we made this mistake so we can get it fixed.
Right.
And I asked her, and she said, well, stay here with me. You can't see the judge.
She said, you have to stay here with me.
No, the
Final stays with me.
Yeah.
This resolution.
Yeah, the resolution stay right here with
right,
her. Yeah, and then she said buffet is looking for kids with straight, smooth hair.
She said that.
And not
She
rough
said
hair. Yeah, she did say that to me, and I was
Me and my
like,
husband in front of our daughters.
Now, you know, some white girls wear perms also. Some to curl it up, and some to even straighten it even more. Wow.
but I think that for me, I think that was like strictly disrespectful.
Very much so.
That was disrespectful to the highest level.
That's right. I think that was very. She should have apologized. Well, she should have tried to at least say, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll
Right.
talk to the judge about it." Even if you don't do it.
Right.
Don't be so arrogant as to say it stays right here with me. You can't talk to the judge. And in reality, it was probably no need. You probably would have gotten nowhere. She told you what it was.
Right.
It wasn't like I didn't like the way she was walking.
Yes.
It was. I don't like her hair. So
Yeah.
it should be finished. So I don't like an afro.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, is what she's telling me.
Right.
But for the director of the pageant to be that arrogant and rude
And rude.
to someone, that's
At a
amazing.
full, yes, I
But this
think
is their own little dynasty, their own.
It
they
is.
want
It
a
is,
dynasty, and
absolutely.
I think they think they're untouchable. They
Yes.
think they could tell everybody anything that they want to,
Yeah.
and
Right.
we just walk away and go away like that.
Now, what else did the other judges say about her? Anything about her walk? Anything else about?
Judge number one, she said, Taliyah was a pretty girl. Just
She
slow
is.
down a little bit.
Slow down in her walk.
Right, slow down in her walk. Initially, judge number two, Miss Stacy, she said the same thing. Taliyah, very gorgeous. Slow down a little bit, maybe a little lip color.
And she remembers that from last year.
She does. So, when she made that comment, on the Roland Martin interview, it was like a 360. She did not reflect that on that score sheet.
No,
At
and she didn't
all.
reflect it on the YouTube.
And the
comment at
YouTube
first.
comment
Right.
at first.
She
Yeah.
agreed with the judge that she needed finished hair, but then on Roland Martin, she sent that in to him, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah.
She sent that in to him.
And what did it say?
She
read it.
she said that Taliyah was not well put together as a
Yes.
That's
contestant.
the part I
Yes.
wanted to.
Yes.
She still said that on that.
She still said that.
Yes.
Now I would want to talk to her about that. What does
Right.
she mean? That would upset me.
Right.
It's for me.
Right.
I think it's upset me.
Yeah, I would be too.
When you say my daughter not put together and she been mistreated by her parents, that's on a whole different level. We're talking
a whole different level. That's right.
That's
It's
a
acting
whole-
like she's been neglected.
Yes.
Is what she was
Right.
trying to say.
That make
Right.
the state want to come in and like
yeah.
that
Does she
makes
need to be
sense.
taken out of the home?
Right.
Make-
That's a
taking-
serious
You
allegation.
think
That's
she
a
would
serious-
take it further?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand what she meant by not well put together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that I would want
You
to
see-
know.
you
But
see
it
my-
wasn't on her scorecard thing.
No.
But it was
No,
on the
ma'am.
Roland Martin thing.
Yeah.
So if you really thought that, wouldn't it be on the scorecard she doesn't look put together?
Right. That's what
Do
I
you
would
think
thought.
she just wanted to have a reason that she was so rude on the YouTube?
Could have been. Could have been.
Because that's really rude.
That was this.
That's almost slander.
That's slander.
It is.
Yes,
Talk
it
to a lawyer
is.
about that.
Yes,
Maybe. I don't know.
defamation
It
of
sounds
character.
Sounds
Yeah.
like slander to me.
It is slander.
Yeah.
My daughter, 14 years old, and you see how she come here today?
Yeah.
Put together.
Yeah.
I
I saw her gown with all the other shit
I
on, the
sacrificed
beautiful blue
myself.
gown. I saw
Right.
your gown.
Yeah, we sacrifice ourselves to make sure our kids
Yeah, we're gonna
have
put
the
it on the
best.
screen, too. They'll see it on
Yeah,
TV.
to have the best.
What else did she have to wear? What kind of contest did you ask them? Do they ask questions to them?
They didn't. Not with this particular pageant. It was just strictly them in
Formal
their
wear.
pageant dress. Right, strictly formal wear. Just
Oh, only
walking on the
formal.
stage.
Just one dress.
Just one
dress.
dress.
That's it.
Yes.
So it's a very short pageant.
It
Very-
is.
yeah.
Very, very short.
Now, as we talked about before we started, you all, the guy on Roland Martin, who doesn't believe, the black guy, who doesn't believe in pageantries. He thinks, in one way, women, say, I want to be treated equal, I want to be treated this way, and then you walk out, and hers didn't have bathing suit, but you walk out in the bathing
The
suit,
suit, yeah.
and what are you really showing there, right? So you want to be judged, it sounds like in some pageants, based just how I look and as a material, physical thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So is that the same, and maybe that's what he was talking about, is that the same thing that we throw off when we are in some pageants?
That's really a good point. I understood where he was coming from, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
To be honest, but for us and Taliyah, it was just something fun for her to do.
It's how you take it. Like we said, you take it to the extreme, like Joan. But and did when you were in the back and people are getting ready, and you all were people like some of them so nervous, and it just seems like this is life or death to some of those girls.
Yes.
For the younger girls, they were like upset that they didn't win, but like most of the girls, they were kind of arrogant, to be honest. I was trying to hold conversation, and they were just so snappy and arrogant. And like even when I was walking on the stage, I could tell that they didn't like me because I just.
And it may not just be the hair.
Yes, right. Like judge number 3. When I was walking, she was the only judge who didn't smile. She just had this mean face. Like the whole time, she wasn't smiling. Because usually when you walk on the stage, the judges like smile at you. She was just blank faced. Like,
Now, maybe the hair for her, since you think some of these judges were the same last year, and you placed last year.
Right.
So she may be thinking, why is she coming here with this in her hair?
Her hair, yeah.
Yeah, for her. But some of the girls, you think that was more in the back, maybe more jealousy, or you've had we've had white people come. Let me feel your hair.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
they think, I don't know if they think it's a knife, it's going to cut them. I don't know what, they really, I guess, just don't understand. Like back in the old times, so not that old, I guess, the 40s and 50s, people thought the color would come off onto them. So, people sometimes make things that are almost the same too much of a difference. Because at the end of the day, we all bleed red. Well, we're going to start closing it up. It's been great.
Thank you.
I write, run from your tears and fears into the arms of your dreams. And so,
thank you.
and this one, a mother's love is the tie that binds to guide and protect you for all and more than your lifetime. I wrote that for my mother when she was dying.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on Dianne Andrews in Black and White, and thanks for coming
Thank
all the way
you.
from Lake Charles. If I can ever do anything for you, again, let me know. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Listen.
Thank you.